All right, Music 110. This is a quick video to go over this accompanying worksheet as you prepare for the Unit 1 test on Friday. So what's going to happen is on Wednesday we're going to do a review session where we're going to look at a sample copy of the test so you know exactly what's going to be tested on Friday. And then this whole week I would recommend that you take a look at this worksheet, the sample test that I'm going to hand out on Wednesday, along with information posted on Blackboard under unit tests to help you prepare for the tests on Friday. Part of the idea for the test here is to make sure that you have a certain level of facility in these basic sort of note naming and also the rhythm stuff so that we can continue on the semester and build upon this. So if there's anything here in this unit that you don't feel completely sort of fluent on and don't feel comfortable with, this is the time to figure out what you need to work on because from here we're just going to continue building on this, and so it's really important that you have a good foundation on this now. Okay, so this worksheet basically is essentially a sample copy of the test. There are 5 sections. I'll go over briefly each one and also just review some of the tips that we've talked about on how to name notes, etc. Okay, the first section, I'm asking you to name the following notes according to the clef indicated. Include accidentals as indicated. So here, all I'm looking for is just a letter name or letter name and sharp or flat. Remember that when you write out the letter name with the accidental goes to the right of the letter name. So in this case, this would be A sharp. However, when you're writing the note, the sharp or flat goes to the left before the note. So essentially, it's a little funny when you're writing the note, it would look like sharp A, but when you're writing it in words, or sorry, in a letter form, it would say A sharp. A quick review on how do we count notes and name notes. Okay, again, we have 5 lines on the staff, and we name notes according to the musical alphabet from the bottom to the top. By the way, I think this is a really good tip if you have sort of trouble, or if it takes a little bit just to wrap your head around going backwards and forwards in the alphabet. I would recommend just writing out A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and you can keep going if you like, just on your paper whenever you're working, when you're doing the test. This way you can just go forwards and backwards and count this way, so you don't have to sort of do the gymnastics in your head. Okay. Okay, so right, a quick review here. Let's say this is treble clef. Okay, whatever mnemonic device that you'd like to remind you of which line is which letter is fine. Let's say I use face, F-A-C-E. Right, so we're counting notes space line, space line. So this is F, right? This is G, this is A, this is B, and so forth. When we get to ledger lines, okay, so we talked about ledger lines a little bit. Once we hit the sort of the top of the staff, let's say this F right here, right, we're just going to continue on up. Okay, so you have, this is F, so this is now a G. Now we've run out of lines, right? So that's why we use ledger lines as temporary staff lines to extend the range of the staff. Okay, so from here, G, and if I go any higher, I'll need to add a line because the next note here is, it needs to be on a line. So we have a temporary line that's just associated with this note. Okay, so if this is an F, this is now, this is a G, and then this is an A. Okay, and we keep going. Next note is going to be a space, and it's going to be above this A, so this is going to be a B. No additional line needed here because just having that line in essence added a 6th line to the staff, right? So I'm just adding a note to the top of it, just like this note is on the top of the staff. So this is a B. Same deal going below. So you have F, this is an F, this is an E, and then you have, this is a D, for example. And then so one ledger line, if I go any lower, it's unclear what note this is, right? So I have to add a ledger line here. So this is now a C. Okay, and the same concept goes for the bass clef as well. So I'll just leave you to review. But essentially, right? So this is going to be a C. This is an E. This is a B flat, and this is a D. Okay, this is a G. This is an E sharp, So G flat, C flat, and then D. Okay. C, A sharp, E, B flat, D, and then G, E sharp, G flat, C flat, and D. Okay. And I'll move on to the next video, in which we'll talk about the next part of the worksheet.